Hi everyone, it's Natalie here. So, when US Games had a nice little sale at the end of last year, there were a couple of decks that I had been wanting for a long time on my list, and I went ahead and decided to get them. One, obviously the one I'm unboxing today here is the Morgan's Tarot. Um, I don't know, it's just kind of a weird little deck, and I thought it was just really cool. Also inside the box was the Buddha Wisdom Divine Feminine by Sofan Chan and the Buddhism Reading Cards by Sofan Chan. Yeah. So I have the masculine wisdom, but I wanted to get the divine feminine. So this one's based on the Prajnaparamita Sutra. And, well, sutras, there are several, but it's so beautiful. And I'm sure I'll probably just do like a walkthrough of these two together at some point. I may have already done that by now. Who knows? By the time I get these put up. And finally, I decided to go ahead and try out Dreams of Gaia Tarot. It's one that I've been contemplating just for a really, really long time. Enough people have spoken about it over time for me to just go, you know what, I'm just going to try it. Why not? So there we go. And I'll be unboxing that at some point. But today, let's dive into this little friend here and see what we have. Kind of an unusual, playful looking deck. I've seen this on, or had seen it on, what's the thing? The Instagrams. That's at various points when I was really heavily engaged in Instagram. I haven't really been on there for a long time now, doing much of anything. And honestly, I don't miss it too much. I wish I could say that I did, but it was just becoming too much. At some point, I will probably come back to it, but not at the moment. So here we go. Ooh, Love is God. I'm sure that's a backing maybe to the deck. So it was first published, of course it was, originally published in 1970. Morgan's Tarot makes a comeback with its retro black and white images, New Age messages inspired by 60s counterculture philosophy. Yeah, I didn't quite read that sentence the way it was punctuated, but never mind. Intended to expand the consciousness of the reader, this unique 88-card deck departs from the structure of traditional tarot with images and insights that can be enjoyed in any order, which I think is kind of cool. So it's basically not a tarot. It is an oracle deck. So there were several printings here. We have 1970, 1983, 2009, and now, I don't know, whenever this was published. I guess it was 2009. Let's see. And it was created by Morgan Robbins and illustrated by Darshan Chorpash. Okay. A lot of plastic here. Okay, so beautiful. So it comes with a little, yeah, so these are the backings. That is absolutely gorgeous. I love that. That is the Sri Yantra. And I love that very 60s fabulous. Oh, so beautiful. Yeah. I have the lovely little white book. Very cute. So let's dig in here. Alrighty, so your mission is not yet complete. These are kind of lovely as like little fortune-telling cards. There are no mistakes. Yeah, okay. That's the point. Got it. Sometimes it just takes me a second there, but yeah, there we go. Okay. Passion, lust, have, get, Wow. A very interesting commentary on capitalism. Um, yeah, interesting. It's not what you do that counts. It is where your head is at, man. Off, on, go ahead, on. Do it now. Oh, I love that. I think I'll make a Buddha. Keep up the good work. Who am I? Whatever's right. This does have kind of a very Buddhist feel to it. I mean, this is from sort of the time period and era when my teacher Lama Sultram was the first Western woman to ordain, or first American woman to ordain in Tibet. Well, she had ordained in Nepal, I think technically, but this was the time period. Whatever's right. Oh, I love this. Do not meddle in the affairs of wizards, for they are subtle and quick to anger. Think about it for a while. I still don't understand. Don't worry. Whoops. Look at that. Don't worry. You can do no wrong. Someone is laughing at you. The one mind is rootless and foundationless mind. Yes. True. Oh, death and rebirth. Nice. Heavy. Freak. Be careful going around curves. Very cute. Somewhere there is an energy leak. Wow. Yeah. I think these would be great for storytelling readings, you know. Ball. The Virgin Sun Queen. No trips without a tripper. Man. Trip. The Path. That's really cool. I like that. Blank. What are you feeling now? Curious, happy, warmth in my heart space. Drink gold. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. What's happening? Grass. Of course there would be one here. And there I was, surrounded. Ooh. These are jumpy. They want to play. There's a really playful energy here. There is nothing you can do. So interesting. Dividing the halves of self, or interesting. Awake. I think this is one of the cards that was on, it must have been on the website. I was looking at the box, but it's not on the box. I've seen this one before. Oh, I love that. Who is watching the cosmic drama? Nice. Interesting. You're experiencing an illegitimate feeling. What would render one's feelings illegitimate? I'm so curious. This statement is an absurdity, for there are no illegal feelings. In a reading, this card may indicate that you are experiencing a negative emotion, which will disappear when you realize negativity is not necessary. Focus attention on your feelings and experiences. Get in touch with yourself. Well, there we are. I would have said that that was, see, we're thinking on the same, there's a wavelength. You see the wavelength? There's a wavelength. Mushroom. Down home funk. Nobody here but us, folk. Reigns. That's interesting. It looks like, I can't quite tell. It looked like, no, my God reigns. That's so curious. So this is not going to be an easy one. Oh, slimy glob reigns. Perhaps you need to clean up your act. This card has almost no redeeming features. There you go. It's not in order of alphabet. It's not alphabetical. It's just in the order that the cards appear. Yesterday's truth, or what was it I was doing a minute ago? That's cool. Your doubt is... Oh. Okay, there will be a pause. And we're back. I had one of my kiddos from the online critical reading course that I teach just called. So had to take that one real quick because I got to get a hold of all of them before the course starts on Monday. So here we go. Your doubt is your faith, if necessary, in your particular case, perhaps. If you're a Zen Buddhist, it is. This may not be a perfect circle, but it is a perfect whatever it is. Boo. Wow, drug dragged. Damn, there we go. Yeah. Yeah, there it is. And that, I believe, is flower power. I wonder what he says about this. Let's see. What do they say about this? Power is the ability to manifest intentions. Attaining power is relatively easy, but the side effects and consequences of using it are incredibly dangerous. Acquiring knowledge is usually a more beneficial endeavor for the individual. But then it raises the question, is knowledge power? You are a pawn. Nice. Just a quickie, if you haven't seen The Queen's Gambit, I highly recommend it. It was so good. Okay. As above, so below. Yep. Wow. That's a most unexpected, interesting. Okay, so we're really combining some Eastern and Western principles here, I think. So Maya, the field of the Lord. The world is illusion or Maya in that it is always changing. For example, from infancy to old age, as shown on the card. Both the field and the Lord are objects of illusion. Maya is like a dream. There is always the possibility of awakening. Meanwhile, the monkey speaks. quote, "This is an astral computer center. We describe in symbols the nature of events as they are perceived. The symbols are then cross-checked with various archetypal systems such as astrology." This is bizarre. It goes on to say, "The resulting correspondences indicate certain points at which the past and the present coincide and simultaneously manifest forms for creation. There is no possibility of error because we create arbitrarily. Thus, we are free to make any connections." A final sentence says, "This card might mean things are not what they appear to be." Crazy. And I love it. I kind of completely love it. This is totally got the right vibe for me. This is so cool. I love this deck. All right, the dream. You are our God. Oh, that could not be. That is, I love that. That's totally what I'm like. There is none other. This is the other side of the there is no you card. The kingdom of heaven is within, and so you can find yourself ever anew in the universe. However, as God, you are part of humanity. Thus, the Buddhists encourage infinite compassion for all living beings. That's right. And then we go from something this profound, we go into do wacky do. This is totally my deck. I love this. This is totally my deck. Hand. Yeah, there you go. It's a dog eat dog food world. Yup. Ignore the preceding. Far out. Aw, eternal bliss. The sound of the Om. Mahasukha. Stop. It's just so clear. Some are so specific and deep and multi-layered, and then others are absurd, and then others are just so obvious, okay? Not unfolding the way it should, the universe. Wow, this is an interesting one. I'm sure the commentary here is going to be... Let's see, what do we have? The universe is not unfolding the way it should. Actually, the universe is unfolding the only way it can, the way it is. I figured that's where they would go with this. Someone once said, the most difficult lesson we have to learn is that we are always in the right place at the right time. The basic message here is that regret and guilt are not useful emotions. Yeah. Fair enough. It's all about dissatisfaction, isn't it? Door to the Akashic records. That would be so interesting to get in a reading, wouldn't it? There is no you. So that's the card they were referencing. This is the other side to there is no you. It's the you are God. Where did that go? That was before do wackadoo. There we go. You are our God. So it's the other side of this one. That's beautiful. From here on in, it's nothing but a downhill run. So things are going to be a little bit easier. Await further orders. That one's torn. This will be interesting. Although the message here is torn, more data is coming and it will clarify what your next move should be. However, you may have hooked into a superficial guidance system that is not really relevant to your basic being. Interesting. So it's like an interruption. Okay. The whirling golden wheel. This is the symbol of all that is constantly turning and cannot be understood. Awareness of the whirling golden wheel allows the order to relax in spite of the inevitable friction. There we are. speed. If there is a judge, you are it. Very Crowley there. Oh, there are no others. Not even the Loch Ness Monster. Wow, there we go. There's your death card that everybody likes to read. Insignificant change. Yeah. Not insignificant, but insignificant change. There we go. Wait. Not clearly, that's an hourglass, and the sand is not pouring from one side to the other, the top to bottom. Got it. Okay. What is this one? The robot. The robot. Mechanical thinking will take you no further than the robot on this card can go. Love it. Forget tea, forget it. Love that. Oh, wow. The war has reached a critical point between Atlantis and Mu. Mu means nothingness or emptiness. Let's see. What does it say? If the world can be thought of as a yin-yang symbol, then the West might be thought of as the yang portion symbolized by Atlantis and the East yin symbolized by Mu. The peaceful interaction of these forces results in a harmonious whole. On all levels, the universe as a whole is a perfect whatever it is. The interaction of passive and active principles might be felt at times as conflict, at times, and love at other times. Wow, and the wholeness of all of those is perfect in its own way. Love that. Wow, that's brilliant. I come from a different planet. Some days I think I may do that. Tomato, potato, and eggplant. They're all deadly nightshades. Just have to know what that means. Macrobiotic doctrine says that these vegetables are extremely yin, almost to the point of being poisonous. However, for most people, tomatoes, potatoes, and eggplants mean nourishment or practical considerations involving food. Okay. That is so interesting. So I'm not sure how one would, yeah, I guess it's either poison or it's something that sustains us. That's really very interesting. Wow. Baba. Baba means loving father in Hindi and is a name or title assumed by many East Indian gurus or spiritual teachers. Baba also means God. I love that. I have 0. This card means nothing. Oh my God. There was such a... Okay, this is... How did I miss this deck? Though it might occur to some that this card could be identified with the Fool in the traditional tarot deck, the Who Am I card actually corresponds to the Fool. The full meaning of the whole card is empty. The nothingness concept of Zen Buddhism or existentialism might be appropriate here. In various schools of thought, there is almost an infinite variety of nothingness. If anything, the card might symbolize the sun. Wow. I don't even know how to describe having a realization of that. Of just, of prajna, it's prajna paramita, of, form is emptiness and emptiness is form. You know, it's the finger pointing at the moon, but it's not the moon itself. I love it. I mean, I'm guessing these guys did a lot of drugs and hallucinogens and meditation and all sorts of stuff. And it's amazing how we can all come to those, you know, you can come to those realizations no matter what your path. This is central headquarters. The valley. Does consciousness ring a bell? Messages. Monday. I mean, messages Monday. On Monday, a message will come revealing what your next move should be and carrying out the master plan. Your situation will become clear. Look at that. I mean, the combination here of like spiritual stuff and fortune telling playtime is, you know, irreverence and absurdity is completely. This is where I sit. This is where I live. Oh my God, I love it. Let George do it. Yeah, let George. Don't do it. You can ask for help. Why not? Love. And that's the one that's on the box. Speaking of, I love this deck. Holy shit. This is so cool. Pigs and fishes surround you. I just have to look. Pigs and fishes represent those aspects most difficult to influence in the polychromatic bubble of dualism. Oh my God. It is also said that this card means inner truth. Okay. There we go. Tee hee, ha ha. Brilliant. Try to relax. Yes. Always remember this. And finally, wordless. Except for the word wordless. Well, this deck was invented for me. Oh my God, I love it so much, and they recommend the old Celtic cross there. What a genius piece of work. I am completely, madly, stupidly in love with this deck and so glad that I got it. I thought I would at least find it funny. And yet I think I will not only find it funny, I think I will also find it utterly useful and fun and easy to work with. It just completely describes my entire approach to life. This is, you know, I can go from being completely straightforward to seeing great depth, to seeing, you know, something simple and getting depth out of it, to just laughing at something that's dumb, and being completely playful. And I love that that's where the makers of this deck went. It's perfect. Oh my God. And the cardstock is great. It feels like it might be a little bit stiff for a, I don't know, for a, what do you call it? Brain fart. US Games deck. I don't know. We'll find out. Let's see. It is a, oh, look at that. Not at all. Perfect. It'll unstiffen a little bit and it will be ideal. Yeah, nice smooth overhand. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm nuts about this. I can't believe it. It reminds me of Ram Dass's book, Be Here Now, which is on my bookshelf out front. Yeah, look at that. Let's pull one. Now it doesn't want to jump. It jumped before, now it won't jump. Let's see. There we go. Does consciousness ring a bell? Consciousness. Let's read that one. We didn't read that one. Now this is what's going to suck, is not being able to find it. I might have to take a Sharpie and put numbers, but I kind of don't want to. Does conscious ring about? No, she honks a horn. In a reading, this card indicates a specific factor in your situation that will provide great clarity when you become aware of it. Also, the question is posed, does awareness in itself act? Wow. Yeah, there's a lot here. And yet, I bet just by, you know, putting them out, I mean, you can totally make a story right from there. Oh my gosh, look at this. There's even a theme. I mean, in this one, yeah, wow. Although that one comes out of a little bit out of left field, but maybe there's the tripper. Wow. Yeah, this is going to give some really startlingly accurate readings, I can tell. It kind of has that vibe. Anybody out there use this one? I know I've seen somebody, I think Tammy Pie, you have this one. I can't remember whose it was that had, that had this one. That was somebody I really enjoy following on Instagram, who had it and inspired this purchase, or adding it to my list. And then when I saw that it was there on US Games, I had to have it. Anyway, I'm going to have a blast with this. I guess I'll give everyone an update at some point. And, have a really wonderful whatever. And I'll see you again soon. Bye.